Hey everybody, welcome to MVP Gaming Podcast, episode number 7. This is Grim from Grim's Forge Gaming on YouTube, and we are here with Jason, the owner of MVP Gaming. Jason, how are you?
I am very well, TJ, and nobody knows this, but during the intro, Mike was giving me a hard time, so busted chops. I wanted to laugh
I was
so
trying to,
I was trying so hard not to laugh.
yeah, I had to do what Mike does. He goes,
Serious face. Serious
I'm
face.
not good at that. I'm good. I'm good, TJ. How are you doing?
doing well, doing well. Both the games that I feature on my YouTube channel have special events going on. So Fortnite has this Star Wars event because of May 4th. And Elder Scrolls Online has a huge PvP event for the next 4 weeks or whatever, and so it's like our Super Bowl right now. So lots of
Awesome.
content and all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm waiting for Diablo this weekend, starting at 2 o'clock today. The stress test hits for Diablo 4, which we're doing a charity stream with the Fisher House. So we have our special guest today, but that happens this weekend, the stress test. So I'm really excited about that this weekend.
yeah, that's going to be great. Yeah, what other information? I know we've got our QR code posted in the bottom right for everybody that'll take everyone to the MVP Gaming website, right? Yeah, bottom
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Bottom right, down by Mike, there's the QR code, which will take you to. If you're at a point, take you to.
Gotta get this right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mike's got it. He's got it. There it is. QR code down there. That'll take you to the website for MVP Gaming for the launch site when we go live with the charity stream. And like I said, we have Mike over there on the far side who's with Fisher House. Let me throw up a banner here real quick. This is charity live stream KC Fisher House MVP Gaming Diablo 4 Twitch June 2nd 6 p.m. 2023. So we definitely want everybody to tune in.
Great job
for
on the
that.
graphics, by the way, Jason.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Getting a lot of info out on there.
But yeah, so we're really excited about that. We're really excited about that. But go ahead, DJ.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. I guess you've got huge plans for that weekend with a little bit of travel and then getting set up, and I'll be heading down your way to Kansas City for it as well. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. TJ and I are gonna do commentary. We're gonna talk about all sorts of exciting things throughout the 12 hours on the MVP channel, where we're gonna showcase all three streamers. And then, the audience can tune in either to us and listen to us banter, or they're welcome to click on one of the streamers and watch them. We have Heather, Laggy Lulu. We got a couple other ones coming up. So it's gonna be really cool. And the greatest thing about it is that it's going to benefit. It's a charity stream, so it's going to benefit the charity. It's going to benefit the Fisher House. And I'll let Mike talk about that in a second. But it's an organization that helps veterans. Myself being a veteran, I'm very passionate about the Fisher House, and this is the first of many things that we're going to partner with to do with them. And so it's awesome. It's an awesome opportunity.
Love it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, Mike. So what do you got for us? What information? What can you tell us?
So Jason's right. He's Fisher House is all about supporting veterans, and they do that by providing their caregivers a place to stay while they're getting medical services, anywhere from an appointment or surgery, chemo treatment, bone marrow transplants, regular organ transplants. Fisher House is here for those veterans and those caregivers, basically providing them a safe space where it feels like home. That's the idea. It's trying to create a home away from home, fully stocked fridges, food's here, nice warm bed to come home to. And just basically providing that place and that one less thing to worry about when a veteran's in need is the caregiver. Where's my family going to stay? How are they going to eat? Where are they going to go? We even provide rides up the hill too. At our situation, we have a hospital just directly up the hill in Kansas City. So getting the caregiver up there, we just call a shuttle and they're right. They don't have to worry about parking or anything. We take them right to the front door.
Actually, Mike, is it okay if I show the video that we did of the Fisher House so people can see the house?
Do it.
Yeah, let me show that one real quick. For the audience, I'm doing this on OBS. 1 second, let me.
At the Fisher House, Zach and Elizabeth Fisher created a safe haven for our military men and women and their families to help in their time of need.
And as we walk these halls
and care for those who have given so much,
we are reminded of those who have come before
and have left memories of their time under our care. For those heroes,
at the Fisher House,
it begins with.
Hi, welcome to Fisher House. It's a pleasure to have you as our guest.
Once again, Mike was talking during the video. I
was like, I don't hear anything that's going on.
I won't say what he said. I won't say what he said. It was appropriate. It was fine. It was true. There was truth to what he said. There was truth. But yeah, thank you for letting me share that video. Go ahead.
Great clip. It really kind of showcases the amount of care that went into building this house and some of the things we have to offer. Everybody that walks in the door, they're like, oh my gosh, the pictures do not do this place any justice. But working here is a dream. Seeing the look on the veterans and their caregivers' faces when they walk in and the relief kind of lifted off their shoulders as they cross the door. Debbie's, as you saw there in the end, house mom, just totally a care bear, and she'll pull on your heartstrings, man, with every story she tells you. But definitely a great opportunity for the MVP Gaming, the support we're getting from them to run this stream. And 100% of all of our, I'd say, the items inside the house, such as the groceries and the we provide Uber gift cards, we've got Quick Trip gift cards and other things. That's all provided by people like Jason, MVP Gaming, reaching out, offering a service or offering a charitable donation, whether it's monetary or some bags of groceries. We'll get calls all the time saying, hey, what are you guys short on? We need some milk, we need some eggs. And a day later or same day, sometimes they'll even show up with that stuff. And it's great. The support in the community is really what helps us be full circle.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. The book that you guys have, is that a note or a message from previous families to new families that are coming there?
Good question. That log is actually in every room. There is one in every room. In each room, some people write a poem in there. Some people will put how thankful they are. Some people will write a message to their veteran. Really cool. Really cool. Just an opportunity for them to say or share how their opportunity went at the Fisher House.
I love that.
Yeah, probably my favorite part of the room.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like, I'll just tell a little backstory. When I first met Mike, I went up to the Fisher House, and again, it's an amazing house. It is just the detail, the amount of just everything in the house. It's just such a high quality. It is just so nice. It's like, a mansion. It's like a super rich person, and the veterans get to stay there, and it's just like, oh. But I went there, and it was really impressed with the house. And then Mike and I were recording. They're like, hey, can you help us record something? So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And we had this script, and they're talking about the number of rooms, the number of guests and stuff. And I'm asking questions, and I'm like, you know what? This isn't the story of the Fisher House, the number of rooms and how many people come in, and how much money was spent. The message of the Fisher House is how they help veterans, and that book, that story, like TJ asked. And so we did that video, we recorded that video, and I wanted to make sure we highlighted that book. Because therein is the true benefit of Fisher House and how they help people in their most desperate time of need when they're getting that medical help. Whether it's cancer or an organ transplant or something, it's a lot of times one of those life or death situations. And if it's one less thing a family can worry about staying at the Fisher House, then that's huge. And that's what they do. That's what they provide. They provide that love, like Debbie, the house mom, and it's just so impactful to veterans. So it's just so cool. So I really enjoyed recording that video and making that message and helping out.
And it turned out great too. That we actually used that on our social medias. We sent that to our friends at Fisher Group, who holds our 501(c), and they run it on a monthly basis now. So thanks for that. That helps out. It really spreads the message of what Fisher House is about. Gives people a chance to see it, along with the people they're going to meet when they come to the house. So yeah, Debbie and I are hopefully the start of a growing team. We just opened in October of 21, so we're not on quite our second year yet, but growing in popularity and occupancy. So that's the idea: spread the word and get some funds going to support the veterans and the guests and caregivers that are staying here. So no, it worked out great.
That's awesome. So of course, MVP Gaming is gaming. We're gaming. And so we want to talk and drill Mike's. We got 103 questions for Mike, all about video games. And if he gets
102.
Oh well, I added one.
Sneaking one in on me.
About video games.
He rolls off to the side again.
Yeah, where'd he go, Mike? Where'd he go?
Exit.
Exit. No, we don't have any questions like that. But I'm going to steal TJ's thunder a little bit. Mike, if you want to tell us a little bit about your gaming history, and I know that you have kids now that you do gaming with, but if you want to tell us a little bit about your story, that would be epic.
Sure. I got into the professional gaming network when I was about 3. I've been professional, salary paid for about the last 6 years. I'm kidding. I don't have any experience like these high-speed guys do. No, my gaming experience comes. There wasn't a lot of combative video games when I was younger. I'm going to age myself and say my Atari, the little single joystick, single button controller was my first hit. But Super NES was one of my favorites, and GoldenEye set me up for the love of first-person shooter games, and then going into the Call of Duty, Black Ops. So and then I had a son who I got to watch grow with the gaming community. He's a big Fortnite, big Call of Duty. From watching him, shoot walls and run around pointing at the sky, and I'm like, now he can smoke me any day of the week. So it's pretty cool watching him mature and watching him go through it. I try to make sure his time on gaming is in a positive way. He's not getting into the groups or getting into the fights or arguments. As much as I want to feel upset when a little kid starts talking trash to me. The military in me wants to fight back. The other part is like, this is a kid on the other line. Let's I'll let him carry me through this game and talk trash the whole way. But no, keeping my son positive and keeping the environment great for him and making it a great experience for him to work out either his problem-solving skills or his communication skills while he's moving, and communicating like we did in the military. But that's kind of the limit of my gaming experience.
So what, do you guys game at the same time? Like, what's your setup? Like, what are you using, a PC, an Xbox, or?
We've had a bunch of avenues of gaming, and our most recent, I finished our theater room down in the basement.
Nice.
I do construction. And when I finished mine, we were able to put our Xbox One downstairs and our PS4 upstairs, and then we'd play against each other. Or with each other. But it's so it's awesome. Of course, I got the better setup downstairs than he does. So he's if I get to choose, Dad's getting the 75-inch flat screen. He's up there with the little 50-inch. But we've improved it over the years.
That's awesome. So
exciting.
So your theater room, is it a true man cave? Like what's your most prized possession down in your man cave?
So my wife, she did this on our first home too. It was a much smaller theater room, man caves type deal, but and maybe you can plug in some pictures. Sure. I'll send you later. But the theater, she made me do every other room in the entire house, including the backyard, before I got to do the theater room, because she knows she wouldn't see me afterwards.
Smart woman.
That is where I hang out. That's where I reside. It's like you come down the stairs. Everything's smart home integrated, so I turn off all the lights on. I got a full size bar, not just a little wet bar. I've added a 5th bedroom that is my poker room with a full size shuffleboard, 8-person poker table, 2 real slot machines. By real, I mean not fake. I mean like with the real, but they are real slot machines, real coin-based slot machines. The closet my wife uses as her craft room. It's a walk-in closet, so I'm not sticking her in the closet for her craft. But she does T-shirts and screen print and all that fun Cricut stuff. But my prized possession is my theater area. It's a 3-tier, 7.1 surround, 75-inch Samsung TV with Paradigm speakers, Paradigm surround system. So, yeah, I did a lot of the work myself, and that allowed me to splurge on the electronics. So I did, and Nebraska Furniture Hard has a good chunk of my money that I'm financing and to pay that off before the no interest term expires. But
Right?
It's yeah, no, I love it. It's great.
That's awesome. Yeah, my setup, I'm not going to show you. My setup is a tiny apartment with no TV. But I do have a really cool computer monitor. I have a really cool computer monitor, so. But anyway, what's your
You get
setup?
really close. It's just like a big screen. You're just like
That's what I do. Like I'm like I take my phone and I put it right in front of my face and I'm like 75 inches.
so huge.
That's not what she said. No.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
it's a family channel.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I don't know.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's bad. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I have to edit that out. At any rate,
Bleep that out.
yeah, I'm gonna have to. At any rate, TJ, what's your setup like?
I just have an office downstairs. Like when COVID hit, we were not using downstairs. It was like storage. And then when COVID hit and kind of changed the world, then we were like, okay, well, we're going to have to make some room to do something down there. And so we just turned it's like a living room, and we turned the living room into an office. And then there's a door back into my right, which is technically a bedroom, but they don't consider it a bedroom because there's no exit or egress from it. So, yeah. So pretty simple stuff. No awesome theaters. I'm jealous. I have to go. Yeah, we definitely got to see these pictures. So
Watch Lord of the Rings or Braveheart or something on the 75 3-tier.
yeah. Be surrounded by the battle.
Matrix.
The Matrix. Yeah, there you go. That's one of my I'll give it away. That's one of my handles online. Is my last name is the same as Keanu, who's in the Matrix. So one of my handles is I know Kung Fu too, because I know Kung Fu. Well, I'm related to you. I know Kung Fu too. So anyway, a little inside joke, because my name is the same. But yeah.
Oh, there he is. There was a little skip on our end. Did you get that too, Mike?
Yeah, he froze a little bit, and then he talked real fast to catch up.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, I was like, Keanu, what? Yeah, you got it all in really quick. I'm hoping everybody else got to hear it.
So let's talk a little bit more about the charity stream that we have coming up. Mike, are you going to be watching? Or are you going to the full 12 hours, or what are you going to be doing?
I'll hang it as long as I can. I'm a monster drinker. I will. I got those gaming binge nights that I just sit there with my headphones on till my ears hurt, and a couple monsters later, after 4 or 5 of my guys have fallen off, I'm still going at it with the bots.
If you want, we could have you in. We could have you in at the beginning, like pull you in as a special guest and have you in at the beginning. You could be like, if there's a time that you want to come in and do some commentary with us, you're welcome to join us. You don't have to, but you're welcome to join us if you want to.
Are you scared? Yeah.
Doesn't have to be quite as family friendly.
You should do that, and you should also get Mike and his son playing Fortnite, doing duos together.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Snap. Have us battling each other, and
we'll have you squad up together.
You guys can squad up, and he could be like, Dad. Blah-blah-blah.
He's just running around with a pistol, and I'm like, rocket launcher. Yeah, sure.
So TJ, you play You play Fortnite, right, TJ? You play Fortnite. You were talking about the Star Wars event.
Yeah, the Star Wars event's pretty crazy. They, obviously in the store that they have, they've got all the skins, right? Like Kylo and Luke and Leia and everyone. So they're probably making a good amount of money with that.
Yeah.
But for the time being, they added blasters to the game. and has just a rifle, and it has unlimited ammo, but it overheats after a while of just
Seen that.
holding, shooting it. And then they added lightsabers, and the lightsabers are strong as can be.
Super
But
strong.
yeah. On the map, just randomly, they have either Darth Maul, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Anakin Skywalker will appear. And if you go up and interact with them, you'll get a lightsaber colored with abilities, tied to that color, blue, green, or red. And it's pretty cool. But if you have the lightsabers, you can run very fast. You can double jump, and
Wow.
then if you're holding block while somebody's shooting at you, you'll just block all the. Yeah, exactly. And the sound effects and everything, it's so strong. And then while you're holding blocking, if you hit attack while you're holding block, you'll use the force ability that's tied to whichever lightsaber. So like the dark side one, basically you'll hold your hands up in the air, and anything and everything around you, you will pick up into the air and you'll throw it at your
Oh, no
target.
way. Sweet.
It one-shots people.
Oh,
It's
my
super
goodness.
strong. Dark side will one-shot people. And then I think Obi-Wan Kenobi has a force pull. And so same thing, you'll pull your hands up in the air and then you pull the person towards you. So if they're standing back trying to pick you off, you can just pull them all the way from where they're at right to you, right into the lightsaber, and then dice them up.
Oh,
And then if you're Anakin, you do the force push, and it sends them a mile and a half away. And if you're on a cliff, I won a couple games like this. We were up on the top of a cliff.
it takes fall damage.
Yeah, you take fall damage. So I was just like, have a nice trip, and shot them. Yeah.
Turn them into the storm.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. And so I was like, finally, I found a use for the force push, because unless they're not taking the fall damage, you're just pushing them a mile and a half away, and you're like,
Which
but
could
I want to
benefit
kill
them,
that guy.
right.
Like now he's like, way over there. But in game, the force push is really, really strong. But so it's been a lot of fun. But they do it in quarters, I guess, kind of with missions, Star Wars based missions and stuff. And the ground is sundering on the map, and it's kind of culminating into an event that's going to happen. And you can see these Star Destroyers showing up between each quarter. More of them are up in the sky. So
wow.
It's been a lot of fun. The camaraderie is really cool too, with playing with buddies and stuff, running around on the map, and oh no, there's a red saber guy coming towards us, and everybody's fearful because he'll like one-shot us with this ability. But it's been a lot of fun.
You're playing with Bob, aren't you? We're trying to get him in the YouTube, everybody. Well, we're gonna introduce some new content. We're gonna introduce my nephew. Two of my nephews are gonna be introducing content. TJ is gonna be introducing some content. My cousin Bob, if you want to talk about that, TJ.
Yeah, so Bob, for 12 years, 13 years, he runs the largest MMA promotion in Iowa.
Jeez.
And he's getting ready to expand throughout the entire Midwest.
Is that the military camp?
Well, he has guys that actively fight from like at the highest tier from all over, every camp. And he has some top prospects that are going to be competing in Bellator and the UFC. Actually, one of the girls that came up through his ranks when I travel and I do fight workshops and gym owner workshops, and I've known her a long time, Helen Peralta, she was just in the last Ultimate Fighter, and she came up through the ranks with him, just a small town Iowa girl that worked her tail off. And so Bob is doing really, really good stuff. He's pay-per-view deal, largest cage, largest stage. I think he has $200,000 worth of production for a show, anywhere from pyrotechnics to his trussing and television setup and slow motion instant replay.
Like Mike's Theater.
So it's yeah.
Mike has like
those,
fire and stuff coming.
Those two together.
Come up.
Yeah, for a collab.
Do you want some pyrotechnics in your theater, Mike?
No. It's a one-time show and the whole place goes down.
Yeah, he's like, no pyro.
No pyro. Dang it.
Yeah, the wife would shut that down.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He's like, "Where are you going?" I got all the pyrotechnics, and I was like, "Nowhere."
Yeah. Yeah. Don't mind me.
It's a man cave without the pyro.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so Bob's been doing a lot of cool stuff, and we'll get him on here as well.
That's awesome. Do you have any experience with
Interesting
MMA, Mike, or what? Anything like that?
Just the not MMA. We did some ground combat training when trained up for Iraq, but other than that, it was. I love watching it. I like watching people get beat up. You always get the clinch. You're sitting there on the couch and you're doing like it's so much easier to tell them just roll to your right or just punch him in the face behind you. It's not that easy. So
Yeah. Yeah. I've been working with some new guys, and we're working on ground game right now. And we kind of go back and have this reflection. And they're like, it is so hard to be stuck in the moment. Like you're grappling with someone and you know what you're supposed to do. It's especially easy if you're watching it on television, but it is so hard when you're in it and actually doing it. And that's like this revelation to them that, you think you're going to know what to do when the time comes, and then you really don't.
I know I got to sweep my arm, but if I let go of his hands, he's going to punch me in the face.
Yeah. I hate that. How's my face supposed to keep looking like a face when it's getting punched? So, yep.
Protect yourself at all times.
That's funny. I want to talk, just because it came to my mind. Mike, you mentioned 007. Was that N64 GoldenEye? Is that what you were talking about?
GoldenEye, yeah. 4-person, same time. Yeah.
Those were the days.
Hours upon hours. What day is it? Yeah.
I was just talking about that with somebody a couple of days ago because somebody else brought that up. My character, I don't remember the name of the character, but I guess they banned it on the official tournaments or something because they re-released the game. But they have a short character, the guy with the hat, the Asian gentleman, and you could crouch with him and then go around with an AK and just shoot everybody's legs and kill them. And so I would run around, crouch, and you move really fast. You move faster than everybody. And so they would be looking eye level and they couldn't see me. Odd job. Thank you. They couldn't see me. So they'd have to look down. And so I'm running in circles around them, shooting their legs, killing them. And they're looking around on the ground like, where'd you go? So that was my character of choice. Me and my three buddies would play that. They eventually banned the character. They're like, you have to stop playing him because nobody could defeat me. That was like the only time I've been good at a first person shooter was GoldenEye with Oddjob because I cheated.
I'm looking back at some of the graphics here, and it looks like a ransom letter. Like all the characters are all like cut out pieces of their faces, and I'm like, man, I remember the graphics being a lot better than this. And it's like they're 2-dimensional; they turn sideways, and it looks like they'd be just like pieces of paper.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Hey, would you buy that if they were to use the Unreal Engine 5 and redo GoldenEye? Would you like remaster it?
Oh, I would. I'd buy it. Yeah, I would.
I'd play it the way it is now if my ass would.
Even better. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'd play it though, because I got one of those Nintendo little box ones that has like 65 games on it or something. I thought I'd play the crap out of some Contra, and after like 4 times, I was like, this isn't as cool as I remember it being.
Yeah. I got that same thing for my daughters because I want them to be able to experience those games.
Yeah, the up, down, down. Yeah, all the fun.
Yeah, punch out, all of that. Yep.
Up, down, left, right, BA, start.
Okay, select start. Yeah.
Okay, that meant you had no friends because you didn't select start. If you didn't go down to 2 players.
That right there.
It's a tall tale of no friends. You didn't select.
You have no play solo without telling us you play solo.
My mom said I was cool.
Yeah.
What is she there now? I'm in my podcast.
Mom, bathroom now. South Park. Remember where she brings? Okay, honey. No. Okay. Anyway.
I can't go to South Park and stay in the family friendly context.
Good call.
I go straight to Timmy and Cartman.
Yeah, that's a funny one. But yeah, so I don't know. Let's
I would play.
yeah. My nephew was here this morning. He brought over. He had to come in. He Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch. Zelda came out today, so I had his Switch. I was playing it, and he came over to get it so we could play the newest Zelda game. He bought it, and while he was here, he's graduating. I'm really proud of him. He's graduating with an undergrad in, I think, psychology, but he's come a long way, and he plays a game called Predecessor. I guess it's a third or first person MOBA game. But he was talking about how he had an experience recently where he was playing the game and they don't have comms. They just have text chat. And somebody was giving him a really hard time for something that he did. And he said his initial reaction was to reply back angrily or with anger. And instead he said, hey, I understand your frustration. And I understand that, in this situation you died and here's why. And I want to help you. I want to help you be better. So let's build each other up. And everybody said, oh, that's so cool. Like there were 5 people on the team and everybody replied back like, hey, that's cool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's work together. They were being toxic before. And then it just, he flipped the script and turned it into a really positive thing. And so he said he was really proud about that and happy that, he was able to be positive and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool. Have either of you played Predecessor? Do you know what that is?
I'm trying to look it up. No, I've never played it.
It's on Steam. I don't know how to spell it. It's a MOBA. It's like a third-person MOBA. It's supposed to be pretty cool. It's supposed to have some of the best graphics. It's supposed to be a pretty fun game, but yeah, I just thought it was cool because a lot of MOBAs are pretty toxic, and he's like, I just totally flipped the script. I'm like, good for you. That's great. But he's graduating Sunday, so that's really cool.
Looks like it's got a Halo type feel.
Yeah.
As far as player movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
hard.
Another game that I didn't get into because I sucked.
Halo. Yeah.
GoldenEye was the only game, first-person shooter, third-person shooter that I was any good at. Like after that, like I cheated. Like the only after that, like I'm just not. PvP and me don't go along.
So you weren't really good. You cheated.
Basically, I mean, if it wasn't for Odd Job, I would have been at the worst.
Odd Job.
That was the only reason why I was any good.
We'll call it good. If you were beating people, you were good.
I found
really
it
though when like people start attacking you in a game, especially I think Mike was talking about this earlier, the military side. Here's like a 15-year-old and he starts like running his mouth, and then you're like, hold up, kid, and you want to
wait a minute,
but like when I'll kill somebody in one of the games and they'll message me, like you're trash, and then it's really easy to respond. How's it feel to get killed by a trash can? Like
I'd reply, but I'm killing other people right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on my way back to you to kill you again.
Tell me where you spawned. I'll be there in a minute.
I'll be there in a minute to do it again.
I don't know.
You're really helping my KD. Come on.
Yeah. We've noticed a lot of the content creators in our space have been talking about casual toxicity. And it's like even the casual players, they don't know what teabagging means necessarily, but it's like the slap in the face, they're like, hey, you might have killed me. There'll literally be a guy that goes 0-25, but anytime his team kills somebody, he makes sure he teabags them, and that's a win for him. So he's out there living his best life.
Double win.
Right. Yeah. So, but the casual toxicity is pretty strong in the gaming community right now, and so that's weird. Even people that don't necessarily have a base or platform or a reason to be toxic, they're doing it, and so I don't know. We need to change that though for sure. I like that he reached out to them and was like, sorry you're frustrated, and I'd like to help.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I have the problem with so we'll sometimes wear a headset, sometimes won't. And when you wear a headset and somebody's playing music in the background, and I'm like, I really want to communicate with you. Could you turn your music down? And by communicate, I mean help us win. Because if I can't talk to you and you go right, I'm like, there's a guy over there and you can't hear me, you're dead.
Yeah. He's jamming on his headphones. He's like, I'm out here getting my 1VX, bro, with my tunes. I don't need my squad. Yeah.
Like, it's not helping your gameplay.
Yeah.
Can you have it as subtly in the background? I don't care what music is playing, but if it's over shit, I can't concentrate or focus because somebody's music is so loud. I don't even care what's playing. It's just, man, turn it just a smidgen. Or the guy that's eating his microphone, I'm like, just pull it just out of your mouth, just to the point. And there's some microphone etiquette that needs to be along with that positive reinforcement that can go along with. I don't care how nice you're being if the microphone's in your mouth and not listening to you, yeah. or mean, because I can't understand how much trash you're talking because your microphone's in your mouth.
Yeah, you don't like listening to him breathe,
right? And every puh or buh or
right.
Yeah, it needs to be taught, definitely.
Just calm and take the microphone away from your mouth. Turn down the radio and let's kick some butt.
Let's do this. So
how much time you got before we're gonna test run the Go Live event?
We're doing a test fire here next weekend. Next weekend we're doing a live test fire on Twitch with all the technology and everything, making sure everything's working. So,
sweet.
Well, it'll be a mini broadcast.
Go. But
yeah, so that'll be fun. What's your most epic gaming moment that you can think of with either with your son or when you were a kid, Mike? Like, what is like, your ultimate achievement when you were gaming? Like, you did this and you're just so proud, you still remember it.
So before, in Fortnite has probably been the game that me and my son have grown together. Like, there was no advantage or disadvantage at the beginning. So when we as a team got our first win, that was good. We were definitely being carried. So as fun as it was just good. I remember playing solo before there was a bunch of bots and getting my first solo win, and my son wasn't there. Took a picture of it. I'm on the screen. I'm doing all my dances and all that. I took a little screen video, sent it to my son, and him saying how proud he was of me was that was my coolest moment, I have to say.
Awesome. That's awesome. TJ, what's yours?
My daughters they watch when I do live streams and stuff, and they have their own people that they watch too, but they're like, oh, and they brag to their friends, my daddy live streams and stuff. And it's like, if they only, knew, your dad's playing a video game and he turns the camera on, woohoo. But, they just started playing Fortnite, and, my 9-year-old, she's probably on her 5th game and she gets first place in the game. And I'm trying sometimes, and sometimes I'll get like 30th or 50th or 97th. I get dropped like right at the beginning of the game. And all she did was she just snuck from bush to bush. She's the one Mike was talking about, remembering when his son like couldn't keep the camera. She'll be like, and I even in the video when I'm recording, I'm like, why are you looking up in the sky? I don't know. Camera's up here, and I'm like,
trying to be aware of my surroundings.
Yeah, no clue at all what's going on. And she's like, people are shooting at me. I'm like, no, if they're shooting at you, they'd be hitting you.
You're just in a bush with your rifle hanging out of it.
Yep, exactly. And so, but I took a picture of her. She was so excited winning that first one. And it literally was the first person that she'd ever killed in the game, too. It was the last person. And so that's funny. I don't know. I like that, the bonding time. And so now we need to figure out how to incorporate our wife and, my wife into the fold, because now my 2 daughters and I disappear downstairs, and Chris is like, okay, bye. So we have to figure that out. But
that would be good.
It's fun.
My daughter gets down, but my wife can't change the radio and drive at the same time. So
she has strengths.
My daughter will get in there and get some. Yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Jason.
I don't know that I have mine. I think probably. I don't know that there's one moment, I would say my favorite gaming experience, that's not a moment, but I remember the first time me and my my two brothers and my one of my nephews, we were playing Diablo 2, and we had 4 computers, and we brought them all over. Everybody brought their computer over to my brother's house, and I networked them together. And it was back in the day, back in the 90s, so you had to manually set the IP, and you had to have a switch, and you had the right cables and everything. And I mean, it was harder in the early 90s, but in the late 90s, a little bit easier. I think we were dealing with Windows XP, which was a pain to set up networking in. Anyway, we got them all working. We got them all in the same subnet. We got all the PCs going, and we figured out how to dump loot in Diablo 2. We had one of the computers be a server with a tune just sitting there, and then everybody else would log in, drop all their items, drop all their gold, log out, delete the file, reload the file, log back in, drop everything. And so we got like all this loot, all this gold, all this gear that we shouldn't have had because we were cheating. And then we went through and then we beat the game. So it was just a lot of fun because we totally cheat. Again, another cheating moment. Like, I'm a cheater. But
like Grim, have you put this together yet? That Jason's just a cheater.
The only time I ever win is when I cheat. No, I'm not a cheater in general, but like, I don't know, for some games like that, like I twist the rules a little bit. But yeah, we dumped everything.
Jason's
and then
a line stepper. That's
the
what
Bill Belichick of gaming.
Yeah.
My friend Rachel calls me a liar because I'll say things like, oh, there's a dragon in my room and he's trying to eat my shoe or whatever. I make up really obscene, totally ridiculous things. And then she's like, you're such a liar.
No dragons even in this game.
I know. There's no such thing as dragons, but he's here and he's eating my shoe. I don't know. I say all sorts of dumb stuff, and so she calls me a liar. It's like, yeah, I have a problem lying, but I'm not very good at it because it's just such an exaggeration. You know, it's not true, but she likes to call me a liar, and I'm a cheater, so you know, I'm not a very good person.
Way of lying.
I'm not a very good person.
Spends all his energy on cheating. No room for lies.
If only I knew how to lie. Like, you can totally tell when I'm lying. Mike,
they need to add Odd Job to Fortnite. Would you play him?
I would.
If he was in Fortnite.
If they had a little mini tune that I could run around, shoot people's feet, I would be on top of that.
His hitbox is like a third of everyone else's. He's just super tiny,
and he has to move fast. He has to move really fast. That would be my only way.
To push.
Yeah.
And you would also be like one of those llamas that are in Fortnite that are dropping the loot everywhere. And since we're combining both your stories.
Oh, good,
right?
good.
The drop, the Odd Job. So you're gonna be
loot I picked up.
Look at all this loot I picked up. You're just sprinkling out loot behind you as you play on your guy.
I think Fortnite. I think we need to get a hold of Epic and have them implement that just for me, so I can randomly appear in games and be a loot fairy, mini loot Odd Job.
Like a mini boss. You actually have to fight you. They have to fight your character.
There you go. That would
get onto the ship and the guys that are guarding you have to protect you. Like the bots. Why are you shooting at me?
Yeah. Well, Mike, thanks so much for joining. Any last words, any last plugs? This is your chance to push anything that you want to push. Besides, I'm going to show this graphic again real quick. Just hang on a second. We have the charity live stream, KC Fisher House, MVP Gaming, Diablo 4 Twitch charity broadcast, June 2nd, 2023. QR code. Mike, if you want to point to it in the lower right-hand corner. Almost.
It's my lower left, so it's... Oh.
There we go. We got it. But go ahead, Mike. Whatever you want to plug, go ahead and take a word.
So tune in June 2nd. The stream's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Free to tune in and watch, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to pay anything to get on there and watch and have fun with the girls and the guys. And I'll be there. We'll hang out. We'll have a good time. Maybe we'll raise some money for Fisher House. The community is our number one supporter, our only supporter. So tune in, show you love your veterans, show you care. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see everybody.
And we have some swag that will be given away. Like, I don't have it here to showcase everybody.
Oh yeah, you didn't even talk about the swag, man.
We have a lot of, like, MVP Gaming is providing some swag. Fisher House is providing some swag. We're getting some other stuff. One of the cool things that I'll tell you, just to kind of give a little sneak, is a Lilith 3D printed statue that's painted really high speed. One lucky winner is gonna be able to receive that. It's really cool. It's big. It's a very nice 3D printed statue. So that's one of the pieces that some lucky viewer will be able to achieve. So
what's big to you, Jason?
75 inches.
Wow.
No, it's not that big.
It's the size of Mike's television downstairs.
Some shipping charges may apply.
Some shipping charges.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Local pickup only.
It's not a little D&D statue. It's like 11, 10 to 12 inches. So it's a decent size. You know, it's 4K printed, yeah. So it's pretty cool. So awesome. Yeah. And we have some. I think we're gonna have some charity T-shirts that you can purchase. You know, separate from the donations. If you just want that, the shirt's pretty cool. So there'll be some opportunities for some cool stuff. But TJ, what's your last plug?
Come out and join us. Check out the streamers that we have, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be exciting. So.
My last plug is stay positive. Stay positive when you're gaming. Flip the script. Let people know that, we're all human. We're all children of God. So just flip the script. Stay positive. Do the right thing. But appreciate you. Appreciate Mike. Appreciate you coming on the show. Appreciate TJ. I'm gonna play the out video now. But thank you so much, and everybody tune in June 2nd. Thanks.
Bye.